Hey, welcome everyone. It's Meredith. I'm here to do our reading for Friday, July 6, 2018. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Glad to have you back. Please subscribe to the channel, give it a like and a share. I'd appreciate it. So let's jump right in and see what's going on for our Friday. I got a feeling about this, people, based on the reading we did yesterday. Got a feeling there's some lingering stuff. Okay, we're starting out with the Four of Swords. I'm using the Bonefire Tarot again. Four of Swords, that's Jupiter in Libra air, of course. We're still on the mental process, apparently. This is a rest and quiet time card. We may be needing it. It's a timeout. It's passive energy, taking a break. Yeah, gentle harmony, sanctuary, recharging, and the Hierophant. It's not a card I see very often. This is Earth, Taurus. This card's about education, unity, spiritual direction, self-realization. This card has connection to traditional values too, and when it shows up, we could be questioning some of our traditional values. Like, are we conforming to something? So I'm taking the Four of Swords kind of like a meditation, meditation energy, like a de-stress, decompress, and we're doing some review here. Another really sweet thing about the Hierophant is that it's about celebrating the sacred in relationships and making the most of our gifts. Yeah, nurturing talents is here, and learning. Well, that's the education again, learning. But also listening to and following good advice. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, our friend Five of Swords is returning, and I believe in the same position. Air, Venus and Aquarius, upheaval and conflict, loss. Also unconventional choices, which is interesting next to the Hierophant, questioning traditional values as a possibility. I'm going to move on and come back to those things. Okay, here we go. The Tower. All right. Yesterday's reading, we had some upheaval and conflict. Perhaps let's see what the comments say on the channel, like what kind of upheaval and conflict. But there was information about having an opportunity to sort of do an assessment of our spiritual progress, our individual growth. Through the introduction of something that was returning, whether that was a person or a set of circumstances, but something showing up in our Thursday that really gave a serious shock to us. So I feel if that happened for some of us, we're taking a time out today. We're reviewing, we're learning. Maybe we went and got some good advice from someone and we're considering it. Maybe this stirred up our emotional cauldron, and perhaps we even got angry or really afraid. And I'm leaning into fear here because of the Tower. The Tower is destruction. It's instability. It's a foundation that crumbles. My feeling is this is the shock and awe of whatever happened on Thursday. And the Tower lets us see deep inside to the core. You know, if the Tower's intact and not unstable, you know, it's a nice big stone fortress. But when it comes down, you get to see everything that's unresolved. It's just laying out there like bare bones on the ground, and you've got to look at it and deal with it. And the Five of Swords may be the reaction to that. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, interesting. Four of Wands. This is very stable. Fours are stable. That's fire, Venus and Aries. This is a card about freedom, domestic happiness. It's one of the happiest cards in the minor suit of the tarot. There's truth and passion, security, love. They call this the honeymoon card. It's new love, it's affection. Okay. So, remnants of the Tower have been maybe kicking around for us. If you go back and listen to yesterday's reading, I mean, it's quite in depth about what we were dealing with. And then apply that information to this reading, and I feel like the Tower is kind of a cleanup crew, but we do that through meditation. Our meditation is the cleanup for whatever went down on Thursday. So we had the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords next to one another, and there was a great message in yesterday's reading about how we had done so much inner work and healing in regard to our recovery from the grief of loss, the pain of loss in relationships, or maybe even the loss of a job we loved or a friendship that was dear to us, and then having contact that created somewhat of a trigger yesterday. So contact with a person that we left behind or who left us behind, or a set of circumstances that just triggered an emotional response to what we had recovered from. I feel that's in the Tower today. So this is one structure, one unstable structure coming down, but the Four of Wands right beside it is our new stable structure that we rebuilt. So we've been exposed to some stuff that's uncomfortable that maybe we aren't even aware that we weren't nurturing, taking care of, coming to fulfillment with. Another message that was in yesterday's cards is that we are strong enough now to take care of this. Like, this is the straggler stuff, but it's still really important, and it needs to be dealt with so we can move on freely. Freedom is in the Four of Wands card for sure. So it's kind of good that we're under the Hierophant with the Four of Wands, because if we're assessing or reviewing our values, and we've been exposed to something that was near and dear to us but ended up causing us a lot of grief, perhaps we don't know how much we've changed until we've come into contact with it. And so this meditation, this quiet time out, allows us to slug it out with the Tower and just be done with it. Be that lady that's walking into the sunset. She's free, she's happy, and she's done with that junk. I said it yesterday. So yeah, I think that's what our Friday is gonna feel like, folks. Judgment, yeah, assessment. Okay. Fire, Pluto. This is letting go of the past. That was a huge message yesterday. Let go. And, you know, the truth of our relationship is something we examine when judgment shows up. Our relationship with our own self, how much we've awakened. There's sanctuary in this card and also in the Four of Swords. This is a day to unplug, folks. Find your quiet space, in solitude if necessary, or find your quiet space with your beloved. Spend some time with your beloved. Talk these things out. Share your thoughts and feelings. Talking it out with someone that you know, love, and trust does oftentimes give us really good advice. And it brings peace and ease and harmony. And acceptance. That's what I feel off the Judgment card, is acceptance. This is us putting old business to rest. We're going to close the door on it for good. And not like it's hidden away in some dark room only to reemerge again some other day. I really do feel a sense of completion here. We've made our choice from all the cosmic gifts we've received and the messages we've received about new relationships, new beloveds, rekindled relationships. We've had a tremendous amount of gifting from the universe on offer to us, and we have accepted, but then we ran into some of our own resistance. So here we're examining our relationship with ourselves. Why would we resist the very things we prayed for then received? And it's because of this Tower card and this Five of Swords. We had some unresolved stuff that maybe we weren't even aware of, but whatever the trigger shocking moment was in our Thursday brought it to our awareness. Brought that discomfort right up in front of our face, forced us to look at it and now deal with it. And in the process of dealing with it, and we've looked at it from all sides, peacefully, quietly, and in solitude, maybe even a little bit of anger there on the side, frustration perhaps. Now we know that what we've accepted is the very, very thing we prayed for, and our hearts are happy, our hearts are lighter, we feel free. We've said yes to the divine gifts that have been on offer to us. And, excuse me, this is a whole season of it. We're not done. This isn't over. The manifestation that we're in, the energy that we're in hasn't stopped. It's my feeling that it's running at least through mid-September. We've had a lot of major suit cards from the tarot, so that means it's something longer lasting, less. It's not temporary. It's less temporary. So this manifestation phase is with us. We've had a divine surrender within our own selves. We're bringing old things to fulfillment for good, and we're moving on and saying yes to our rekindled or new beloveds, and it's amazing. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh yeah, right? 10 of Cups. That's what we said yes to. Boy, it took a lot of work to get there, huh? Oh, 10 of Cups. Let's see. This is a card that everybody gets excited about. Why wouldn't you? You're sitting under a rainbow and you have a place set for more than one. Many, actually. I did cards with a friend yesterday, and the 10 of Cups came out in that reading too. And the excitement, you could just feel it, how the energy shifted and changed, and there was real excitement. This is a dream coming true. So this is water, Mars in Pisces. There's prosperity, joy, revealing the benefits of love, like how love blesses us and benefits our lives. There's also closeness in here between family and friends. Parents and children have better communication. Close friends kind of gather in, and they show up on your doorstep, and you have a really nice visit with them. Family relationships grow stronger. All relationships are more fulfilling. That's beautiful. I like it. I'm just tuning in here to see if I want to clarify anything. I think I do. going to take a look at clarifying the Tower. I'm going to use the Chuck Spezzano cards again. They're so interesting. They're supposedly, you know, for love. And certainly there are plenty of love cards in this little deck, but they're way more expansive than that. So let's take a look. Let's clarify the Tower. What else is in the Tower that give us some definition? Well, this message just keeps coming. Letting go, letting go. We're letting go. Yeah, we're putting this to rest. We're saying, look at this, okay? This is a little lady down here at the end of the dock, and this is the person, I'm going to say from her past, who showed up, gave the shock and awe. She went through a whole host of emotions, had to duke it out with herself, but her new beloved is there. She still has heart space for this person, and that's okay. Look, there's even sunshine there. But this is the relationship she cultivated, dreamed about, prayed for, and it arrived, and she's letting that go. I like it. All right, here we go again. We're going to clarify the Five of Swords, just because I'm curious about it. Shows up 2 days in a row. I think it deserves an extra card. Here we go. Yeah, heartbreak. These two probably broke each other's hearts. You can't blame one or the other. I mean, they were both in it. So, again, this is cleanup. Letting go of the remnants that we may not have known we were hanging on to. Taking care of business that we thought we had satisfied and fulfilled. Committing even deeper to our relationship to ourselves. We can break our own hearts when we don't care for ourselves the way we are meant to. We deserve as much nurturing as we give to everyone else. And maybe that's a message here too for some people. That's a hard lesson I've had to learn in my spiritual journey. The self-nurturing is priority one. And I don't always get it right, but I'm on it. And it allows me to give to the people that I love when I take care of myself. So that's a long story. And we did you see that? That literally bounced off of me onto the table. Oh, that's cute. The lovers. That so surprised me, I don't even know what I was clarifying. I'm going to put it with the Four of Wands. Because that's what these two are over here. This is revealing our journey. Oh my gosh, I'm cracking myself up. Bear with me, folks. So, letting go, cleaning up all this stuff, the new relationship, the new beloved, or the rekindled one, or, you know, I've said it enough. You all know what I'm getting at. So, this little couple, they go off together. And they have a day by the water. And they're happy together. All right, I think I'm going to put Chuck down for a while. Gosh, that was funny. All right, let's do our Adoring Virtue Angel Answer cards. This is your opportunity to ask a question that is important to you. I'll relate it to what's on the table, as always. I think this card's shown up already this week. I can't quite remember, but you're ready. Yes, we are ready. We're ready to let go because we've been handed the most divine gifts from our co-creation with the All That Is. We've asked for and we are receiving. We're ready. We didn't realize we had some lingering stuff, but we figured it out. Now we're working on that, because this is where we want to be. This is where we want to thrive in our lives, right? Loving ourselves and then loving everyone else. Next card. Trust. It's another repeat. We've had that one recently too. Yes. Trust this journey. This stuff that happened on Thursday was probably very shocking and surprising to some people. And it's sort of the, I don't know, red flag, white flag, whatever flag you want to call it. It popped up and said, hey, pay attention to this. You need to deal with this because this is on your doorstep. You're opening your arms to this. You asked for it. You've got it. And you don't want this stuff over here interfering or preventing. That's what I'm hearing from my guides. Preventing the fullness of what you asked for. You don't want to diminish it by carrying around this stuff or not caring for yourself the way you're meant to. We're committing to ourselves and our self-care so that we can show up and be this bright shining light for our new journey. Next card. Last card. Kind of hoping another one will come bouncing out of the deck. Okay, nice. Success. I don't need to explain that, do I? Good. All right, we are doing the affirmation card of the day now. The Power of Love by James Von Prague. What do we most need to know? What's the best affirmation for our fantastic Friday? Self-love. How great is that? Such a big part of this message. You realize the love of self is necessary to love another. I so enjoy it when these cards support the very things I've been saying. You can't make that up. You just can't do it. All right, my dearest friends, have a beautiful Friday. My love and blessings to you. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do that in the description box on the YouTube channel. It will take me a week to get the reading to you. Please give this a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you with the next reading, which will be the weekend reading. Have a beautiful day, everyone.